Hello everyone! I sat down to start this video about 4 times. I forgot my tiara the first time. Then I remembered that I had thrown some clothes in the laundry around 5 a.m. so I wanted to put those in the dryer, which you might be able to hear even through the shut door. I sent off Nicole's poem. I wrote the poem, lit a candle, and read it out loud 3 times. It's a whole thing. My thing. That's my thing. That's not just a Greek thing. That's just me being me. Hi, Debbie. Good morning, Nat. Oh, and today's mug, I had to choose. This is my favorite purchase. Oh, not my favorite purchase from Disney, but my favorite mug purchase. I hunted this cup down because I wanted it so badly. And I also love the subversiveness of drinking coffee in my triplicate Mad Hatter teacup. Morning, Esther. So yes, all signs still point to Chris and I leaving tomorrow for storm chasing. Oh, fingers crossed. Good morning, Alana. I love you so much. Yeah. Storm chasing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I hope I will sleep tonight. I almost didn't sleep last night, but I like I said, I woke up at 5, did laundry, and then went back to sleep for a tiny little bit, but it was enough. It was enough. I'm at least awake and alive right now, which is very good. Hooray. But yeah, this way, Chris says things probably won't fire off until Friday, which gives us a few days to get out there. Which, that's probably a good thing. Last year, we busted a hump to get out there. We drove over 30 hours in 2 days. Good morning, Robin. Hi. Yeah, over 30 hours in 2 days. Granted, we were very excited. And we're going to be very excited now. I think it was probably around the 13th that we left last year. So you would think this would not be a surprise. But still, I was packed on May 1st. So, yeah. I'm crazy excited. I'm crazy excited. So who knows? We may be in Kansas for a whole day and have some time to chill before the crazy storms happen. And I would be okay with that too. Jason, my friend Jason from Colorado, the storm chaser, he posted that the forecasts, if we're going to go by what they say. Hi, Kimmy. Oh, I wish I was coming out to San Diego too. I'm nominated for an award that's going to be announced in San Diego, the Scribe Awards. Be Sphinxed is nominated. I don't think I'm going to win, so it's okay. I wonder if I'm supposed to arrange for someone to pick up my award. I'll have to see if Quincy's, I think Quincy's going to be there. Maybe I'll just drop him a line. You know what? Thank you. I'm glad you said something. I'm going to write that down right now. DCC Scribe. At the very least, he's gonna be there anyway. I'm not gonna win this award, you guys. I'm up against Star Wars and Jonathan Mayberry. There's like, we all know about lightning though, right? Anyway, according to Jason, the forecasts say that we may have, starting on Friday, 7 to 9 straight days of chasing. Which I am totally down for. But this is so, even though they said this year's weather patterns are very different than last year, this year's storm chasing seems to be very parallel to last year because we left around, I think we left on the 13th last year. We chased for 9 days straight, and then we came directly home because there was this weird, crazy, remember Alberto tropical depression happening in Florida way earlier than hurricane season was supposed to start? Yeah. We came home because of Alberto last year. But yes, I'm wearing my purple Ozerbust shirt, which I will not be wearing on the trip because it has holes in it. So now I wear it to bed. I'm in my PJs, guys. But my green one, which is, you know, appropriate for the Emerald City, yeah, I'm bringing storm chasing. There was a tiny rip in a seam in that one, but I fixed it. I did some mending yesterday. I did some mending while I was watching Twister. It was nice to not have to live tweet it again because this awesome guy, if you guys are on Twitter, I retweeted a guy who just watched Twister and live tweeted it, and his comments are brilliant, and they just made me crack up. I think he actually used to live in Tornado Alley when he was a kid, so they're very informative and also amusing and smart, all of the things that I love. So I thanked him very much for not forcing me to live tweet Twister, and in that way I got to clean up some things, do some mending, pack a few more tidbits, yeah, just little stuff. I put, you know, plants on the front porch that need to be watered every day. Mom's decided she's just gonna come over every day, and that's really nice. You know, they'll get out maybe in the morning, because it's too hot now during the day. It's Florida. It's disgusting during the day. So they will come over and water the plants. I still need to plant that azalea in the yard. That will happen today. Oh my gosh, we're down to the tiny little things. So yes, I finished the poem, and I wrote my blurb, and I finished the book also at 5 o'clock in the morning. When I sent the blurb last night, I confessed to Andy that I had not yet finished the book, but by the time she read her email this morning, I had finished her book. It was a really good book, you guys. The Tiger, I don't know if it's The Tiger Queen or just Tiger Queen. That is the title, or will be the title. I'll see if I can find, if there's a pre-order link or something for it. I'll make sure to put it up for you guys, because seriously, it gave me, now it's not exactly, but it gave me the feeling of reading Robin McKinley's The Blue Sword, which are some strong words. I understand for those of us who are fans of Robin McKinley, that is high praise. But it is set in the desert. It is, her world building is exceptionally strong. It's not quite as romantic as The Blue Sword. The Blue Sword definitely has more layers, but that's okay. If you love McKinley's The Blue Sword, maybe I should have put that there too. Well, whatever. I'll say that when I promote the book. If you love McKinley's The Blue Sword, you will love Tiger Queen. The last book that I blurbed that I loved this much was Katie Murphy's. It was a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. And that one I could not put down for an entire day. I started reading it to blurb it, and I did not get up again until I was finished. And in the middle of it, I emailed Katie a fan letter. C.E. Murphy, Katie Murphy. I am not going to remember the name of that book because it had some beautiful poetic, something about roses in the title. But I told her, this is Robin McKinley's Beauty, one of my favorite books of all time. It's just that, only written in Katie's voice, and it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. So if you love McKinley's Beauty, hi Justine, good morning. You should definitely go hunt down Katie's book. Now that's gonna bother me. It's not is it Amber in Roses? Something in Roses. If one of you guys look it up, post it on the chat. Hopefully I won't miss it. So the two things that I promised you that I would do on my to-do list, see, thank you for being my accountability buddies, I got done. They're done. In addition to planting the azalea today, also I am going to both start and make a ton of notes for Chaos Crusher's Day Off. And this is why. I'm not going to full-fledged start the novel because, even though I have tons of notes in my head, which I want to write down before I forget, but my goal for Storm Chasing, which I purposefully put off till Storm Chasing, there is a book that Chris and I are going to plot. We've already decided, we've made this plan. We're going to hash it out while we're driving, talk it out. I'm going to make notes in my, look, this is my specific Storm Chasing notebook that is green for the Emerald City. Of course, because I'm a giant nerd. Hi, Denny. Mwah. I love you so much. Denny and I had a friend-iversary recently on Facebook. I almost shared it. But yeah, Denny is a roommate extraordinaire, mermaid, also an NPR reviewer, if I saw recently, right? So we are both NPR reviewers. We are moving up in the world. Cheers, you beautiful, beautiful woman. So Chris and I are going to plot out my middle grade Oz book. Guess what the working title is? You'll never guess. It's called Oz or Bust. And it came about because, oh, and Sarah's here. Roses in amber. I was right, only backwards. Roses in amber. Thank you, Sarah. Princess Sarah is the reason that this is even an idea, because Justine and I were coming up with t-shirt ideas for last year's storm chasing trip. I came up with a bunch. There was one that says, "Do not do this thing," which Jason loved. And instead of sending Oz or Bust, as soon as I thought of it, I was like, this is hilarious. It needs to be a shirt. And as soon as I came up with it, I sent it to Justine. Only I didn't email it to Justine. I emailed it to Sarah, but all it said was like, Oz or Bust, lol. So Sarah emailed me back promptly and said, is this a new middle grade? I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I love the idea. Whatever it is, yes. So it never would have occurred to me to do an Oz-based middle grade unless I had accidentally sent that email to Sarah. So the universe, again, things happen in the universe that need to happen. One of the things, if you guys don't know, that is trending in young fiction right now is climate change. Gonna go out there, run out there real quick and write a climate change book. Well, if I write an Oz book that's a middle grade, that's about storm chasing, that is sort of like Stranger Things meets Wizard of Oz, where a bunch of kids lose a friend because he disappears, or she disappears, and then someone reappears in their sphere, and it is Ozma, like 11, right? So now they're running around middle America on their bikes chasing storms. Oh my gosh. And of course, one of them has to be related to the original Dorothy, and her big sister has to be an actual storm chaser, and these things are going to happen, and I want to plot this book out so badly. So all of the notes that I've been making up here. Hi, Mom. I'm going to come over later today. I have some things for you. It's Mother's Day things for you. I'm glad you're back. Or you can come over here, either one, after the show is over. So I'm going to write down all of the ideas that I've been percolating. Thank you, Jenny, for the word percolating. And write down all the Chaos Crusher stuff so that I can go into the car tomorrow armed with my notebook and start making notes for my Wizard of Oz book, because that's going to be awesome. All my books are going to be awesome. I just need somebody to, pay me monies to write them so that I can pay the bills. That's how this works. This is how this is supposed to work, right? Hi, Paula. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hug the girls for me. Okay, so what else is on my list? Despite the fact that I seem to be all over the place this morning, I am actually much more calm this year than I was last year before storm chasing, which is why I think I have a decent shot at sleeping tonight. Last year, I just didn't know what to expect, and I was not just excited about the trip, but also I had a pretty healthy amount of fear of, I'm gonna screw this up. Hi, Gareth. I really was worried that I was gonna screw it up. Chris has been storm chasing since the age of Twister, since before all of this crazy, internets and radars and things that you can get at map apps and things. She used to have a map for every state that she would travel through. And even still, the detailed maps of like Kansas and Texas and Oklahoma we use. We've been on Bob's Road. I know the difference between a dotted line and a blue line and a yellow line and a highway. I know all these things from maps, but she only had hard copy maps. And sometimes she would go by herself. So a woman in the age of Twister, late 90s, storm chasing by herself. Chris has been doing this since then. She also has mad respect for the meteorologists and scientists who go out there. And she made sure to tell me not to overstep and say things that maybe I thought were true, but were actually kind of ignorant, and pretend that I knew something about storm chasing when I actually didn't. What I realized when I was on the trip was that all of these folks, these scientists and meteorologists and everybody, they look at Chris like she hung the moon, you guys. I don't want to say worship her, but they super respect her. They respect her a lot because she knows what she's doing. She has more experience than many of them combined. It's amazing. And they really respect her gut. And when she looks at a map and a radar and a forecast, they legitimately consult with her about what she thinks and where she's going to go. Now, we're not always going to go to the same spots. Like I said, we don't all want to take the same pictures of the same storms. So it's possible that we will do some caravan chasing for a little while, and then Chris and I will go off and do our own thing, which I am also cool about and more confident about since I have already done this before. So I also know that I'm not crazy anxious, because one of my symptoms when anxiety takes over that I have noticed, which is good because it's a red flag, right? It's you are having an anxiety attack. Maybe you should, I don't know, go take a pill or something, take a nap. But last year, the Tori Amos song, Tallulah, the Chasing Tornadoes, the Twister version of that song was stuck in my head. She's chasing tornadoes and just waiting calmly. Because I was not waiting calmly, I was waiting and freaking out. But that was stuck in my head for days. Absolute days. I do not have a song stuck in my head right now. And when I watched Twister yesterday, I remembered that song and that whole entire album. I still have that album on CD. It's a great album. So I remembered that a lot. And I'm glad that I don't have a song stuck in my head right now. I feel a lot more calm, which is good. So, okay, blurb, poem. I did the laundry. I changed my bed sheets. I'm gonna do, yeah, just a little more sort of, I don't know, maybe I'll run the vacuum again, just for laughs, straighten up a couple more things. My mom taught me, Mom, if you're watching, thank you for teaching me to clean the house before I leave so that when I come home, the house will be clean. I once dated a guy, this is a famous story, you guys. I once dated, the horrible ex-boyfriend stories. I dated a guy who, when I came home from a conference, the house was trashed. Not like he'd had a party, but just he hadn't left the house and he had just played video games all weekend. I mean, literally, it was just trashed. It was gross. And I was livid. I was so mad. And I started cleaning because, as we know, when I get angry and frustrated and upset, I like to reverse entropy. So I cleaned to get through being mad at this guy. And then when everything was done, he said, and I quote, "I don't know why you're complaining. It only took you 6 hours to clean it all." Yes, I should have kicked him out of the house right then. I didn't, and I have learned my lesson since, which is why I now live with no one. Only I live very close to my family, and this, to me, is the perfect arrangement. Because I get to have a whole entire house as my blanket fort. And it gets to be everyone else's blanket fort, too. I invite writers to come and stay. Hi, Alfred. So... yeah, it is their oasis as well as my oasis. I love the oasis. It's fantastic. And that's why I have Blanket Fort Studio in my closet. One day we will take a field trip, maybe when I come home from storm chasing, and we will go visit Blanket Fort Studio. Where, oh, this is a good segue. I got another narration gig last night from Cast of Wonders. I'm very excited. I don't know that I'm allowed to spoil which story I am reading, but let me tell you what, guys, it's a really good story. It's a story that actually, when it came out, I had about 4 people email me to tell me you should read the story because it's so good. Yes, it may or may not have been nominated for some awards. It's so good. Hints, hints. Anyway, when I get back from storm chasing, because Oh, bless Marguerite. She said I did not have to turn it in until the end of June, and I was very happy about that since I'm about to leave for storm chasing. I really want to set my out of office right this second because I worry that as soon as I leave, I'm going to get some, we need this amazing, narration done, and can you turn it in tomorrow? Because I have often gotten those, and I turn them in tomorrow, but I won't be able to do that when I'm on the road because I won't have Blanket Fort Studio on hand in which to record that. So I'm super excited that I have a job to do when I get home, immediately when I get home. That is very exciting. Okay, so do you guys want to hear this poem? This is my, where is it? I promised my sneak peek people that I would share, this is my page of notes, that I would share how these poems come out of my head. Sometimes I just need to write random words down just so other words will come out from behind them. If I write the word down, it's like, I acknowledged you, now go away. So there are some clouds going over the sun, so we may have some very interesting lighting going on here. But, okay, so here's the poem as my computer goes to sleep immediately. Okay, ooh, we'll hold up the candle. There is a beauty in the sound of child's laugh and kitten's purr. I had to put cats in there, you know I did. And in the rustle of the wings of God's young angels, just like her. There is a brilliance in her love, so true, so deep, and so profound. And in her soul, like midnight star, she always will be heaven found. Yay. Mwah. So that is my contribution to Nicole's prayer card. And they will be sending me one of those since I will not be able to go to the funeral. And I appreciated that. I like that I get to be part of things, even though I can't be there physically because I can't be two people. Science hasn't made that happen yet. Probably a good thing. But I will be up in New England this fall again, per usual, as usual. But that's all I really have today. Did you guys have any questions? I really should get better about asking for questions on the Facebook page. Although whenever I seem to post those, no one, it tells you what the reach is. I mean, it's fine if no one likes it or shares it or whatever. I don't care about that. It'd be nice if folks would comment on it with some comments or questions or topics, but you can tell by the little bar where it says reach and it says like 75. I have memes that get thousands, tens of thousands in the reach category. And when I just, make an actual post on the page, 75 people see it. I hate Facebook algorithms. Yep, it's a pain in the butt. So I am telling you guys right now, if you have any topics, discussion topics you would like me to talk about, please, send me a message or something. But let me tell you what I'm going to be talking about for the next 2 weeks. Storm chasing algorithms. I'm gonna make that shirt. You know what? I might have that as my other to-do list item today because that would just be fun. I want a t-shirt that says every day is a fight with an algorithm. I also thought about making a shirt that said my life is a better place with you in it. Because it's true. My life is a better place with you in it. Oh, that's right, Gareth. I forgot you deleted your Facebook page. I'm just on my profile page less and less and less, but at least this page has the ability to check in with everyone live, this author page. I know when I talk about pages, it gets a little confusing. When I talk about Chris's, it gets a little confusing. I know like 29 Chris's. So yeah, my Facebook profile page is, I don't use it much, but more people see it. And the actual Facebook author page, I use much more and fewer people see that. But more people are liking the page. I'm almost at 5,000 likes, you guys. It's pretty amazing. I think 50 people liked my page yesterday. Yay! So yeah, the page is growing by leaps and bounds, which is pretty amazing. But I love hanging out with you, the handful of my super close friends that I get to have coffee with every morning. Cheers to all of you. I love you all. And my life is a better place with you in it. Mwah. See you tomorrow from the road where I will be storm chasing. Yes! Love you.